What lessons from presidential history would you convey to President Donald Trump?
Interesting, huh?
Right?
It's my job to stump.
Well, we've had such great presidents. I would just say that where the president probably needs some direction today is in the world scene. And I and my roommate, Rita Meyer, we were at President Kennedy's inauguration. And in his speech, the whole world knows that he said to the citizens of America, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. But the very next sentence that most people don't remember is, to the citizens of the world, ask not what America can do for you, but what we can do working together for the freedom of mankind. And I think that that's something that President Trump should take into consideration, that we're talking about freedom, we're talking about peace, we're talking about working together. And that is about security, which is the oath we take to protect and defend. But in our country, we've had so many great leaders, and the one I quote the most is President Lincoln. President Lincoln said, public sentiment is everything. With it, you can accomplish almost anything. Without it, practically almost nothing. Public sentiment is everything, and public sentiment can determine everything that happens here in Washington, D.C. You're speaking out, Katie, about your situation in your town meeting. That has really changed everything in terms of how we intend to fight that Republican bill and take us to a place where we can work together, either starting from scratch or building on what we have, but being sincere about what we're going to do.
Well, I'm a great scholar of, I don't know if I'm a great scholar. I read stuff about Lincoln a lot. And one of the things that I've learned about Lincoln is that, and I guess Franklin, both of them surrounded themselves with people of differing opinions. And both Lincoln and Roosevelt would sit around and listen to on issues where people would argue with each other. And from that, they could extract what they thought was the best thing to do in their judgment. Mr. Trump is exactly the opposite. He only wants people around him who are yes men, who agree 100% with him. And to which I say, why does he bother at all? I would say he should take the lessons of Roosevelt and Lincoln and get people of differing opinions, smart people, and listen to them. Someone who's willing to look at them and say, you know, Mr. Trump, you're wrong about this, and here's why. But for whatever his personality reasons are, he's unwilling to do that. But that would be my best advice to him.